Do you ever feel a quiet ache, a sort of hollow space in your day, especially as the sun starts to set? Perhaps the house feels a little too large, the silence a little too loud. It's a reality many of us face after 60, the transition to living alone. Maybe it was a spouse you lost, or maybe the kids finally flew the coop, leaving you with an empty nest that feels more like a vast, open field. This shift, while sometimes anticipated, can bring unexpected challenges, moments of loneliness, a dip in motivation, and a sense of losing connection. It's a painful reality. Isn't it that feeling of being on your own when you're used to sharing your life, your home, your everyday moments with someone else? But what if I told you that living alone after 60 doesn't have to mean feeling lonely or losing your spark? What if there's a secret to not just coping, but truly thriving, finding deep happiness and fulfillment in this new chapter? It's not about filling the house with noise or constantly seeking company. It's about building a different kind of life, one that's rich, vibrant, and entirely your own. In this video, we're going to explore 5 simple yet powerful tips that can help you navigate living alone after 60, transforming potential isolation into genuine joy and purpose. We'll talk about connecting with others, finding your passion, taking care of yourself, making your space truly yours, and embracing the incredible freedom this time can offer. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you about the power you already hold. Let's start with the first tip, and it's one that might seem obvious, but its importance cannot be overstated: nurturing your connections. When you live alone, it's easy for the natural rhythm of daily interaction to slow down. You're not bumping into someone in the kitchen, sharing a meal across the table, or simply having someone else in the next room. This is where proactive connection becomes your superpower. Think about it. For so many years, interactions might have happened organically, through work, raising a family, or simply living with a partner. Now, you might need to be the one to initiate. This isn't about needing constant validation or never being comfortable in your own company. Far from it. It's about maintaining those vital human bonds that nourish the spirit. Start by looking at the connections you already have. Who are the people who lift you up? Who you enjoy spending time with? Make a conscious effort to reach out to them regularly. It could be a weekly phone call with a sibling, a standing coffee date with a friend, or a video chat with grandchildren who live far away. Put it in your calendar like any other important appointment. Treat these connections as the precious resources they are. Don't wait for them to call you. Be the caller. A simple "thinking of you" text, an email sharing a funny story, or a quick phone call just to say hello can make a world of difference, both for you and for the person on the other end. But don't stop there. Living alone is a perfect opportunity to expand your social circle in ways you might not have had time for before. What are you interested in? What have you always wanted to learn or do? This is your chance. Join a club, maybe a book club at the local library, a gardening group, a walking club, or a bridge club. Take a class, pottery, painting, a new language, or computer skills. These activities are not just about the skill itself. They are fertile ground for meeting like-minded people who share your interests. Think about Sylvia, a woman I know who, after her husband passed, felt adrift. She'd always loved reading but rarely discussed books with anyone outside her family. She hesitantly joined a book club at her local community center. Within months, she wasn't just enjoying the books. She had a new group of friends she met for coffee before the club, and even started going to local theater productions with some of them. It completely transformed her week. Volunteering is another incredibly powerful way to connect and contribute. Find a cause you care about, whether it's helping at a local animal shelter, assisting at a school, working at a food bank, or volunteering at a hospital. Volunteering gives you a sense of purpose, keeps you active, and puts you in regular contact with other people, both those you're helping and other volunteers. It's a double win. You're making a difference in the world, and you're building connections. It's important to be brave and step outside your comfort zone initially. It can feel daunting to walk into a room full of strangers. But remember, everyone there is likely looking for connection too. Start small if you need to. Attend one meeting. Go to one class. If it's not the right fit, try something else. The key is to keep trying. To keep putting yourself in situations where connection can happen naturally. Remember, the goal isn't to be surrounded by people every minute, but to build a strong web of meaningful connections that support you and make you feel part of a community. Even when you're home alone, it's about quality over quantity. Building genuine relationships that enrich your life. This foundational step of actively nurturing and expanding your social connections is absolutely vital when living alone after 60. It's the bedrock upon which so much other happiness can be built. Now that we've talked about the crucial role of connecting with others, let's move on to the second powerful tip for living happily and fulfilled when living alone after 60. Find your passion and pursue it with gusto. For many years, your life might have revolved around work, raising a family, or supporting a partner's endeavors. Now, perhaps for the first time in a long time, you have the space and time to ask yourself what truly lights me up. What have I always wanted to do but never had the time for? This isn't about idly passing the hours. It's about finding meaningful activities that bring you joy, challenge you in a good way, and give you a sense of purpose beyond your daily routine. Think back to your younger years. What did you love doing? Did you play an instrument? Did you love to paint or draw? Were you fascinated by history or astronomy? Maybe there's something entirely new you're curious about. This is the perfect time to explore those interests. Engaging in a hobby or a passion provides several layers of fulfillment. First, it gives you something to look forward to. Having a regular activity that you genuinely enjoy provides structure and excitement to your week. It pulls you out of the potential monotony that can sometimes creep in when living alone. Second, it offers a sense of accomplishment. Whether you're learning a new skill, completing a project, or mastering a technique, the feeling of progress and achievement is incredibly rewarding. It boosts your confidence and reminds you of your capabilities. Third, and related to our first tip, pursuing a passion often opens doors to new connections with people who share your interest. Imagine joining a community choir. You're not only enjoying singing, but you're also part of a group working towards a common goal, building camaraderie along the way. Don't feel pressured to find something big or important. Your passion could be something as simple as becoming an expert in baking sourdough bread, dedicating time to genealogy research, bird watching in your local park, or mastering the art of knitting intricate patterns. The key is that it resonates with you. It should be something you do because you love it, not because you feel you should. Maybe your passion involves being outdoors, hiking, gardening, fishing. Perhaps it's creative, writing poetry or stories, painting watercolors, sculpting. It could be intellectual, studying history, learning a new language, delving into philosophy. Or maybe it's active, taking up pickleball, dancing, or cycling. Think about what makes time disappear for you, what you can lose yourself in. That's often a good indicator of a potential passion. Consider Arthur, who retired and felt lost. He'd always loved building things with his hands but never had the space or time. Living alone in his house, he cleared out a corner of his garage and started woodworking. He began with simple birdhouses and gradually moved on to furniture. Not only did he create beautiful pieces, but he found immense satisfaction in the process. He even started selling a few items at local craft fairs, which led to meeting other artisans and customers who appreciated his work. It gave him a reason to get up in the morning, a challenge to tackle, and a community to be part of. Your passion doesn't have to be something you monetize or even share with others, though those can be added benefits. Its primary purpose is to enrich your own life, fill your days with meaning, and give you a strong sense of identity beyond your past roles. Living alone offers you the glorious freedom to explore whatever piques your curiosity and brings you joy. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Actively seek out what makes your heart sing and make time for it. It's a vital ingredient in a fulfilling life lived solo after 60. Next up, let's talk about the third essential tip for thriving when living alone after 60. Prioritizing your health and well-being. When you're living with others, there's often a shared rhythm to meals, activities, and even sleep. When you're on your own, it can be easier to let routines slide. You might skip meals because cooking for one feels like a bother, or become less active because there's no one to join you for a walk. However, maintaining your physical and mental health is absolutely fundamental to living a happy and independent life at any age. And it takes on special importance when you're managing everything yourself. Let's start with physical health. This doesn't mean you need to start training for a marathon unless you want to. It means finding ways to incorporate regular physical activity into your routine. This could be as simple as a daily walk around the block or through a local park. Walking is fantastic because it's gentle on the joints, gets your blood flowing, and allows you to enjoy the outdoors. If you're able, consider joining a fitness class tailored for seniors. Things like water aerobics, gentle yoga, or Tai Chi are excellent for flexibility, balance, and strength. Many community centers and gyms offer these classes, and they also provide a social element. Even just incorporating more movement into your day helps. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator, doing some stretching while watching TV, or gardening. The key is consistency. Aim for some form of physical activity most days of the week. It helps with everything from maintaining mobility and energy levels to improving your mood and sleep. Nutrition is equally important. Cooking for one can feel uninspiring, but eating well is crucial for maintaining your health and energy. Plan your meals. Maybe designate a cooking day where you prepare larger batches of healthy meals that you can portion out for the week. Explore simple, healthy recipes online or in cookbooks. Focus on getting plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean protein, and whole grains. Don't forget to stay hydrated by drinking enough water throughout the day. Think of your meals as nourishing yourself, not just something to get through. Eating well fuels your body and your mind. And then there's mental well-being. Living alone can sometimes lead to feelings of isolation or loneliness. As we discussed earlier, it's important to be mindful of your emotional state. If you find yourself feeling down for prolonged periods, don't hesitate to reach out for help. Talk to a trusted friend or family member, or consider speaking to a therapist or counselor. Mental health is just as important as physical health. Beyond seeking help when needed, there are things you can do daily to support your mental well-being. Practicing mindfulness or meditation can help manage stress and promote a sense of calm. Engaging in activities you enjoy, like those passions we discussed, is also great for your mental health. Getting enough sleep is vital. Aim for 7 to 9 hours a night. Establish a relaxing bedtime routine to help you wind down. Limit screen time before bed. Creating a routine for yourself can be incredibly helpful when living alone. Having structure to your day, even a loose one, can provide a sense of purpose and predictability. This might include a set time for waking up, exercising, eating meals, pursuing your hobby, and connecting with others. It doesn't have to be rigid, but a general framework can prevent days from feeling unstructured or empty. Remember, prioritizing your health isn't selfish. It's an investment in your ability to live independently. Enjoy your life and continue doing all the things you love. It gives you the energy, vitality, and resilience to fully embrace this chapter. Taking care of your physical and mental health is the foundation for everything else. Now that we've covered the importance of health, let's talk about the fourth crucial tip: make your home your sanctuary. When you're living alone, your home is more than just a place to sleep. It becomes your entire world in many respects. It's where you spend the majority of your time. where you find comfort, and where you express yourself. Making it a space that feels safe, comfortable, and truly reflective of who you are is incredibly important for your happiness and well-being. Think about it. If your home feels cluttered, unwelcoming, or unsafe, it can contribute to feelings of stress or unease. Conversely, a space that is organized, cozy, and filled with things you love can be a source of immense comfort and joy. Safety is the absolute priority. Take steps to ensure your home is secure and easy to navigate. This might involve simple things like installing grab bars in the bathroom, ensuring good lighting indoors and outdoors, clearing pathways to prevent falls, and checking that your locks are secure. Consider smart home technology if you're comfortable with it. Things like smart doorbells or security cameras can provide peace of mind. Having an emergency plan and ensuring a neighbor or trusted friend has a spare key can also reduce anxiety. Feeling safe and secure in your own home is fundamental to feeling comfortable and relaxed. Once safety is addressed, focus on making your home a place you genuinely love to be. This is your chance to curate your space exactly how you like it, without having to compromise. Surround yourself with things that bring you joy. This could be photographs of loved ones, artwork you appreciate, comfortable furniture, or cherished mementos. Decluttering can make a huge difference. Get rid of things you no longer need or use to create a more spacious and calming environment. Organize your belongings so that everything has a place and is easy to find. Pay attention to the ambiance of your home. Good lighting can completely change the feel of a room. Use lamps to create warm pools of light in the evenings. Add plants. They bring life and freshness into a space and can be rewarding to care for. Think about color. Paint a room a color that makes you feel happy or relaxed. Make your bedroom a peaceful retreat with comfortable bedding. Create a cozy reading nook or a dedicated space for your hobby. Your home should be a reflection of your personality and a place where you feel completely at ease. It's your personal haven. Don't let necessary maintenance pile up. Deal with small repairs as they arise before they become big. Expensive problems, if you're not handy. Have a list of trusted local handymen or services you can call. Staying on top of maintenance not only keeps your home in good condition, but also prevents potential stressors down the line. And remember, your home can also be a place to entertain the connections we talked about, even if it's just having a friend over for tea or hosting a small book club meeting. Your home can be a place of warmth and hospitality. Making your living space a true sanctuary is an act of self-care. It's about creating an environment that supports your well-being, reflects your spirit, and makes living alone feel not just manageable, but truly comfortable and enjoyable. It's your personal canvas. Paint it with comfort, safety, and joy. This brings us to our final tip, which ties everything together beautifully. So, we've talked about building connections, pursuing your passions, taking care of your health, and making your home a sanctuary. These are all incredibly important. But the fifth and perhaps most empowering tip for living happily and fulfilled alone after 60 is this: embrace your independence and enjoy your freedom. For many years, your life might have been dictated by the needs and schedules of others. Children, a spouse, a job, living alone. You have a level of autonomy and freedom that you may not have experienced for decades, or perhaps ever. This isn't something to be feared or seen as a hardship. It's something to be celebrated and fully embraced. Independence means you get to decide how you spend your time, what you eat for dinner, when you go to bed, and when you wake up. You can leave your projects out on the table, play your music as loud or as quiet as you like, and decorate your space exactly to your taste. There are no compromises needed. This freedom is a gift. It allows you to truly get to know yourself again. Perhaps rediscovering parts of yourself that were sidelined while you were busy caring for others or meeting external expectations. Embracing independence also means building self-reliance. This isn't about being stubborn and refusing help. It's about knowing you are capable, It's about learning new skills if needed, whether that's managing your finances online, learning basic household repairs, or navigating public transport or new technology. Each new skill you acquire, no matter how small, builds confidence and reinforces your ability to manage your own life. Don't be afraid to try new things or tackle tasks you previously relied on others for. You might surprise yourself with what you can accomplish. And it's okay to ask for help when you genuinely need it. That's not a sign of weakness, but a smart way to manage challenges. Enjoying your freedom means being spontaneous if you feel like it. Want to take a last-minute day trip? Go for it. Want to spend a whole day reading in your pajamas? Absolutely. Want to change your dinner plans at the last minute? You can. It's about listening to your own desires and acting on them. It's about having the freedom to explore your interests without needing anyone else's approval or schedule alignment. This is your time to be delightfully, unapologetically you. Living alone can also foster a deeper relationship with yourself, without the constant presence of others. You have more opportunity for quiet reflection, for listening to your own thoughts and feelings. This can lead to greater self-awareness and personal growth. It's a chance to build a strong inner life, one that is resilient and content. Remember that surprise I mentioned at the beginning. Here it is. The power to live a happy and fulfilled life when living alone after 60 doesn't come from external circumstances or other people. It comes from you. You hold the power to build your connections, to find and pursue your passions, to prioritize your health, to make your home a sanctuary, and to embrace your incredible independence. These aren't things that happen to you. They are things you do. They are choices you make every day. Living alone after 60 is not an ending. It's a new beginning. A chapter filled with potential for personal growth, freedom, and deep satisfaction. It's about creating a life that is rich, meaningful, and entirely on your terms. By actively working on these 5 areas: connections, passion, health, home, and embracing independence, you can transform living alone from a painful reality into a joyful and fulfilling experience. Remember, small changes can make a big difference to your health and happiness. Start with one tip that resonates with you and build from there. Don't feel overwhelmed. Every step you take towards a more connected, purposeful, healthy, comfortable, and independent life is a step in the right direction. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. What are your strategies for living happily alone after 60? Share them in the comments below. Your insights could help someone else if you found this video helpful. Please give it a like, as that tells me what kind of content you enjoy. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more tips and inspiration on living your best life at every age. Thank you for watching. Live your best life at every age.